how you thought about doing cameras, when you still feel that resistance, the ice isn't broken yet. So they see that as their opportunity to easy transition out. But some cues that you can take, if they've given you their name, if they've opened up about their garden, if they've opened up about what they do for work, if you get some of those things out of you, you know that they're not like just trying to get you off the property. I'm gonna take that first couple minutes to see if I can make that connection with them. You feel the tension go away. You feel them relax with you. And then that's my opportunity to ask that question because I know they're gonna be more genuine. They're not trying to just get out of the interaction. That first little bit is, I gotta go get back to the stove. I gotta go get back to the Netflix show, whatever it was. I gotta go take this call. So when you feel that, they're just trying to shoot their arrows at you to get you off the porch. Take a couple times, disarm them, do what Lamont said, talk about the garden. Once they open up and they're talking to you like a human being, then when you ask that question, I'm sure you thought of doing cameras, where would you put them? You're gonna get a more genuine interaction. But if you ask that too early, when the ice isn't broken, it's just gonna shut you down way too quick.
Every time. Yeah, so yeah, that's definitely the danger with it. It's like,
what would you say some of your cues are that you know the ice is broken, where you can go into that?
It's a lot of reading the body language and just reading their voice. And so, yeah, when I say like, hey, have you been here as long as some of the other neighbors? And they're like, oh. If they give that question some thought, it's like, okay, I'm reeling them in right now. And so it's like, oh yeah, it's been like 24 years. Okay, the longest I've got is 40 years. Do you know so-and-so down the road? Yeah, over there with the whatever card. And it's like, once they start answering my questions, that's when they're buying.
They're comfortable with it.
They're comfortable.
Ask that question.
But I could ask like, hey, have you been here as long as some of the other neighbors? Yeah, man, like, yeah, what do you want? And so that's a sign that like, hey, I don't want to jump in too fast. I'm gonna tell them what I'm doing, but then I still got to break the ice. And so, yeah, he's like, hey, yeah, man, what do you want? Yeah, I'll be super quick with you. Like I said, I work with a few of the neighbors. We want to pay you guys to get the sign outside. We're doing a lot of your neighbors are getting security here in the area. I'm sure you've been seeing some of the cameras go up, and I'll try to throw in these like small questions to see if they'll bite. Yeah, a lot of your neighbors are getting security cameras. The reason I came here is you guys you live in the corner, you get a lot of traffic out here, right? I'm waiting to get a response. Yeah, man, what do you want? What do you want? Yeah, long story short, we want this sign out here to when people drive by, they see it. There's been some craziness going on in the area. In exchange for you helping us out with the sign, we get to pay for a couple cameras for you guys because we know people have been wanting them. And so, while I'm saying all this, I've said it thousands of times, and so I'm not questioning in my head. It's like, what's to say next? And so I said, that's the danger of like, you guys have only been swinging it for a week. The guys that haven't had a preseason, you're still trying to get that down. But once you get that down, look at their eyes, look at their smile, see if they open up a little bit. Because once they give me a little bit, once they open up that door and come outside, it's on. It's on. I'm sure you look at cameras. And so once you ask them that question, they'll generally give you a genuine response. And so, and then that no, that hey, yeah, no, we haven't looked at cameras. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like, how hard was that no? It was like a 3, 4 no, but no, we haven't looked at it. Okay, sweet, I'll show you how it looks. I'll show you how it works. It's like a 10, no, I hate cameras. Like, yeah, or no, we don't use any of that stuff. Yeah, no, I understand. Like I said, we're just gonna pay for it for a few neighbors because we know people are getting it anyway. Like I said, we take care of it for you guys. So if we pay for the cost of all the equipment here, would you guys use it? Then if they're still like, hey, no, I don't like that stuff, I wouldn't use it. And it's like, okay, hey sir, you might be able to help me give it to someone that it benefits the most. When you're straight up and honest with people, bro, you'll get some of the best recommendations. When I'm just like, hey man, hey, I appreciate your honesty. We want to give it to someone that could benefit the most out here. You've been here long enough, who do you think could use it the most? And then they'll love to just say, hey, yeah, them, like they're pretty new, or they've got kids, they're pretty new. And so I've got a lot of my sales off of those referrals. And so the biggest point of wanting to do all this, to disarm them, to ask that question, to get the 2 no's, is to save you guys time. Because save you guys time, but also save you guys energy. We spend a lot of mental energy and emotional energy. Like when I was a rookie, bro, I was like a dog with a bone. And it's like, you're telling me no, I'm getting like 5, 6 objections. And like, I'm still like, you're closing that door in my face. And it's like, okay, I'm going on to the next one. But like, enough of those doors, you guys have already experienced it. Like some doors you come off and you're kind of like, man, like that, it takes an emotional toll. We only have so much mental CPU a day. We only have so much emotional CPU a day.
Appreciate brother.
And so if we're expending it on doors that we wouldn't have been able to sell in the first place, we're wasting a lot of our time and effort that we could be putting into someone else. And so the reason I am giving you guys that dime, I really feel like it's a dime because that saved me a lot of time this year, is because I want you guys to save that energy and time, but I also don't want you guys to, oh, Lamont said, if I said I'm not interested 2 times, like we just go away, because you really have to know what that not interested is, right? Separating those two. And so like I said, a big part of that is disarming. We can look at Brady's pitch. He is like,
I'll add just to what Lamont's saying, because yeah, he's dropping, this is really good training, Lamont. But yeah, you can say like, hey, oh, I'm not interested in cameras. Yeah, I'm assuming you looked into it, it was just too expensive. Does that sound about right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If we were to make this super affordable for you for advertising, is that something you'd like having for your house? Would add peace of mind to you guys?
mm-hmm.
If they still say no, then I can transition off. I'll say, if it was super cheap and super affordable, is it something you would like having for your house? Just hypothetically.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe, okay, then I'll go back into pitching. And then that takes a lot of the pressure off of them too, releases a lot of that buying temperature, and then I can go back in with presenting to them. They don't feel like I'm selling them anymore.
Yep.
So that's another like little one-liner I like to use.
Money.
All right, hold on to your horses.
It's nothing special.
How you doing, man? I've been hoping to chat with you guys, and I keep myself a distance. Long story short, I'm with ADT Marketing, right? Okay. Recently, in your neighborhood, there's been a high interest in like security and cameras lately, just because there's been some crap going on, for lack of a better term. And we want these people, when they're looking for a provider, to take ADT, obviously. The reason I'm bugging you is I know I'm bugging you. You know your 2 neighbors right here. Okay, I don't know if you've noticed, but these folks right here have rings, which is that blue shield. Have you seen it? And then these folks next here on this side, they have Xfinity. Seen that red sign? Okay, we don't want your neighbors that pull through here to call either of those companies, right? In your sales, you know? My job is really simple. We just want to place an ADT sign in your yard so that we can get a piece of pie when people start calling. And then we want people to know that ADT has what they want, which right now is a doorbell camera or like an outdoor cam over the cars. If you help us with the sign, we will pay for whichever camera you want. Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah. You thought about doing cameras, I'm sure. What have you been like most interested in? Okay. So, I'll show you both of these. I've been back. You're good. You've seen these? So the doorbell cam, obviously, is going to be good for guys like me that are bugging on your porch. Ours will be hardwired. Okay, so it's just going to replace the doorbell. When I walked up, as soon as I got about here, it would have notified you. Okay, it's motion activated. Even if I'm on this side here, that you're just going to kick me out.
Wow,
So there's
a pie part.
something about Brady too, because I've heard a lot of people like. The most important things I've talked to Brady quite a bit too is just being genuine, folks. Hey, Wayne. Just being genuine with people, right? So that's who Brady is. Brady is like that, like at the back end party, like he's always that person. So when you come across and you're talking to him, like that's authentic. People can feel that authenticity, right? If you're like Alex Bucheski, like he's got so much energy, that's why he sells, right? Because like you can tell that too. If he tried to do that pitch, it wouldn't work the same, right? So use what your guys' advantages. You all have your certain personality types, and that's what will connect with the customer. There's people that want to sell that Brady probably can't sell, right? There's literally people that will sell in this room that Brady couldn't go sell, right? Because their personality matches. But he's just so genuine that a lot of people do connect with him. I save this pitch on my phone, and so because that's so replicatable, but I can go do that 100 times because it takes very low energy for me to go get that pitch off, right? So don't sit on the freaking porch when someone tells you no. Have that pitch and just say that because you know that it works a bunch and it takes very little energy for you to use it. But don't like just try and play copycat. Like I want you guys, like all of you guys, to have your personality type, and that will shine through on the doors.
Yeah.
So still use that to your advantage. But that's a really good one. Like Lamont said, that like if I'm not feeling good that day, I have that pitch and I just use it. door after door after door after door after door because I know I can just go out and say the
Yeah,
words.
yeah, and it works really well.
And I can airdrop that if anyone wants it. So.
I think a big thing for, I'm going to talk about that next. Let's get numbers and everything. And then, but as far as disarming people, you can hear like in Brady's tone, he's super like mellow, super relaxed, like that's just Brady. For different people that we talk to on the doors, we want to match them. So we're going to get into that. We want to do numbers and jazz first. Corey. Corey. Coach K.
And then a couple announcements. So tomorrow will be our first casual game. So
Let's go.
The official sport of door-to-door sales. So I got a casual ball right here. I also got a box of hats. You have to be on time to couch ball to get a hat. If you're at the couch ball, you get a hat. If not,
Let's
you
go.
don't
Wait,
get a
those hats?
hat. You have these hats. You get a hat, you get a couch ball. I'll put the pin where we're gonna play and yeah, that thing is solid, bro.
Dude, that's kind of funny.
I did jump
Yeah, the other ones were soft.
No, they're supposed to be soft. Maybe it's not. You gotta break it in. This is hard.
Hey, those first two.
Another thing, there's a UFC fight Saturday. Me and Kyle are gonna go. I think tickets are like $85. Does anyone want to go?
I'm coming. What is it? Saturday?
And
How much?
Max all the way.
Heads up.
Alright, text, if you want to go, text me right now and I'll get, and then I'll have you, I'll figure out how much the tickets are and I'll have you Venmo me. Once you Venmo me, I'll buy the ticket.
Yes, sir.
It's Saturday, so I'm gonna buy the tickets today. So if you want to come, just text me and we'll get tickets all together. You good?
Alright, let's get numbers, let's get numbers.
Let's do that. I'll buy them. I'll buy the tickets tonight. So if you're not, if you haven't texted by 8 p.m., you're not gonna go. So. All right, Nate.
0-3.
0-3. Okay.
Alright, Ron.
We'll do.
One clap. Alright, one clap. You said 1-3?
Write it down.
Yeah.
Just write it down.
Got it.
Alright, Kyle.
2-2.
Ooh, 2 spot.
Go.
Sir.
Kyle on 6.
Hey, Lamont.
Let's go, baby.
Boy,
2.
Lamont.
Alright, Lamont.
2-2.
Alright, 2 spot. How much you want?
2.
2. Okay, sweet. Zach.
1-2.
Oh,
go.
1 spot. Alright, Mike.
1-2.
Oh,
Yeah.
1 spot. Okay, Coop.
2-1.
What's that? Alright, Caleb.
1-1.
Oh, 1 spot.
Cooper's 1-3. Let's get together one yesterday.
Yes, sir.
One bat.
Yeah, 1 cherry.
Alright, Maddie.
1-1.
One spot.
1 clap.
It's 1 clap, man. Get it right. Fix it.
Come on, man. Seriously, man.
Alex. 1-2.
Be up there.
Brady.
1-1.
Good name for numbers.
Fix it.
Dude, come on, man.
Fix it. Get you on the board.
There you go, baby.
Fine.
1-1. So loud in the pool.
1 slap.
Let's go, Brian.
1 clap.
Oh. Oh.
2-2.
Oh.
Is that the first rookie 2 spot of the summer?
Let's go.
That's
Yeah. You got one too? Yeah. I believe that.
Ronnie. Big six on the board today. 2 spot. Mike P. 0-1. Get you on the board today. Wayne.
0-1.
Okay.
Dude, come on, man.
Everybody's gonna get on the board. Sean.
Let's go.
Let's go. Great day.
Maddie got the sales rules.
Sales rule.
If you have a DAB, you have to get it cleared before it can be installed. So make sure the office has it cleared before the technician installs it.
And what has to be done before you can have it cleared?
Well, if they have a balance, the balance has to be paid. You have to have a DocuSign sent to them before it can be cleared.
Does everyone know what a DAB is? Everyone knows what a DAB is? Ron don't know?
Can you explain it for everybody?
Yeah, man, real quick, the DAB is when you suck. You duplicated the account, so call in the office to get, everyone knows what DAB is though. Correct, okay. So I didn't know for like the first like month, I was like,
Yeah.
Great information, man.
Yeah, imagine like listening to your
Wow.
recruiter and then like
You guys great.
duplicating an account.
crazy.
Yeah.
You do have to do DocuSign, that's super important. You can't do anything until you're on your DocuSign.
Great.
So if it pops up, don't mention it, don't make it.
technically right there, man.
Do DocuSign, call the office.
Have you done that, bro?
Yes.
You need to start doing that.
All right. Alex, what are we thinking, bro?
We're thinking, you miss 100% of the doors you don't knock. So
Wow.
knock every door and keep going.
Alex, thanks.
Al Goggins.
Alright, you know, I'm thankful for all of y'all. Y'all become like more of a family. You know, I appreciate Caleb, Mike, Lamont, Nate, Ron, you know, putting in the time, you know, pushing all the rookies, grinding us out, making sure we're right on the doors. I appreciate all that. And yeah, it's been
Wait, disgusting.
Didn't we have to pitch last week as well?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
That was in a rookie meeting.
It's alright, if you pitch yourself.
Business. Damn, they're doubling down on Keith.
What can I do it?
Oh, hey, how's it going, man? You must be the boss here.
I know what you got.
I'm Keith with ADT, man, so I'm not in disguise or anything. But just want to let you know what we're doing in the neighborhood, man. I'm pretty sure you've probably seen these blue signs around before in a few yards or something like that.
A little bit.
You haven't?
Yeah.
So my job's pretty cool, man. I'm in charge of these blue signs, and what we're doing out here, I don't know if any of you seen me working with Miss Pam down there on the other end of the block. She actually is getting one of our blue signs out, so she's helping us advertise a little bit. Pretty much, we're sticking these blue signs in your front yard, using your home as a personal billboard. So family, friends, neighbors passing, they see our sign more, we get the exposure. So when they think security, they think to call us instead of our competitors. And for you guys helping us out with that, we actually come in and cover an outdoor or doorbell camera for you guys, and help you guys with an alarm system as well. And I'm sure.
This is a pretty safe neighborhood. I don't think we really need it.
And right, so that's what I've been getting from a lot of your neighbors. Also, Ms. Pam also mentioned the same thing, but like I was telling her, it's not much of this neighborhood that we're worried about. We know Pickett Road is just up the street, and that's a main road, so a lot of traffic is coming in from that street. So that's pretty much why we're in this neighborhood. So with the cameras, I'm sure you're probably looking at the cameras a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Right. So any cameras in particular you looked at, sir?
I don't know. What do you have?
So our outdoor and our doorbell cameras are the more popular camera. Now I see you have that beautiful car sitting over there in the driveway. Are you a car guy?
A little bit. I hope so.
I'm not too much.
Paid
So
too
I'm
much
not.
money for it. It's not like it.
Right, so I want to protect it for you also. So for that car, man, we want to hook you up with an outdoor camera. Now, you wouldn't mind walking over here with me, man, to check out that car for me, man. And so the way the homes are made out here, they're real easy to work with. So I like that pretty much, man. So your outdoor camera, we would hook up over there in that corner, so that way it would watch over the car. And they
Yeah,
record-
what is all this gonna cost?
All right, so that's actually the best part, man. It's real affordable, but if you have somewhere I can set my iPad down, we're just gonna get to that part, man, and see, put that all down.
How much does it cost? Just tell me.
So it requires me to build out your system.
Okay.
It's pretty much, all you do is keep the sign in your front yard for us. We get the advertising from it. That's really what we want from you. So, like I said, man, we're gonna get you set up with one of those outdoor cameras, but cameras don't call the police, all they do is watch the action, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we set you guys up with the alarm system. Now, we usually start with the doors for that. Now, I'm not sure if you're a pretty safe guy in your home, if you don't mind me showing you how these doors work, man. Shoes on, shoes off, sir?
Leave them alone.
All right.
Jeez. Yeah. On it.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
My favorite line, I haven't heard it used before, and I think I'm going to use it, but like a lot of the homes out here are really easy to work with. That line was fire. A lot of homes out here are really easy to work with. I'll show you how it works. Super fire, bro. Great line.
Money dogs. Look at the P's and C's.
Sweet. Yeah, really good. One of the things that Keith does really well is Keith isn't sticking to the script the whole time, so he's just being Keith, like he's being genuine. So I feel like when you're a rookie, it's easy to fall into like the trap of where you're going to like the sales robot, you stick to the script, they'll tell you something, and then you just go right back to the script. Like if you customize the pitch more to your customer, that's when you start to sell more. And Keith's really good at being genuine and just being himself and authentic, which is really good, kind of like what Mike was just saying about Brady. That's why you sold, what'd you sell last week, 4 or 5 in the first week? Yeah? So you walked up, big smile, handshake, very respectful. Brought up the neighbors, your tonality is really good, so you're already learning how to do the voice inflection. So you're like lowering your voice, raising it up when you're getting excited, and the customers feel that and they feed off of that too, right? So you learn how to use those in key moments, and then like the customers will hold on to every word that you're saying, right? Overcome and move on. So I think Zach, I forgot what he said, but he gave you an objection, you overcame it, you moved on. You just went right back into the cameras, so you did exactly what you're supposed to do. Bring them outside, point, paint the picture for them, and like you said, the houses out here are really easy to work with. It's money. There's only a few things that I would tell you to work on. A couple weak words in there, so like maybe, a little big, if you don't mind, that kind of stuff. Just really easy to get out. And then also, when he asked you for price, you batted it down, he asked you again, just be like, yeah man, look, let me just show you how it works, and then just walk. Like, don't wait for him, or say, don't mind, like if you mind, if I step in, just go. Just go for it. So just like, when you do that, you're taking control back of the sale, and just be like, yeah man, let me show you how it works, and just walk. You know, they're 9 out of 10, they're not going to stop you, you know, so just do it.
Bullets freak people out. Trying to be one, but you're so disarming. It's like,
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, when bullets come out, they're just like, what do you need? What do you want? What do you have? How much is